Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charla.
I'm Justin.
What are we going to do today?
You're going to talk about your character for tactics.
Oh, I thought you were going to say for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes.
It's going to
Maybe.
I think it's going to be less than 10 minutes.
We'll see.
We'll see in the end.
Yep.
We've had a couple of sessions that we've played with this character so far.
Yep.
Our Tactics series.
Yeah.
And for anyone who's curious about what I chose for Nala, and maybe, I won't get into the whys, but just to give you a little overview of kind of her stats and stuff,
Yeah.
you'll have more information because we're not going to have graphics up that say like those kind of things.
Not yet.
No.
Who knows?
I don't know. If I get fancy later in the future.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I don't want to get too fancy.
Yeah.
So Nala Jenkins is my character name,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a Kobold barbarian.
And the Kobold you can get from Volo's Guide to Monsters.
And the things you need to know about Kobolds is that they are size small.
Yep.
And Kobolds get dark vision, 60 feet standard.
Yep.
And they get pack tactics.
Yes.
And that's what that means is if she's got an ally fighting with her, she can have advantage on her attack rolls.
Why is that important?
It's important because Nala is a barbarian that uses a great sword, and she's a small creature, and a great sword is bigger than she is.
Yeah.
So she has disadvantage every time she swings her great sword.
Yep.
So it's really important for her to have to have pack tactics.
Absolutely.
Now you can see why we maybe named the series.
Yep.
Anyway. So Nala, what else does she get for being a Kobold? She has a feature where she can grovel, cower, and beg.
I don't think you've ever used that.
Nala probably wouldn't use that.
Yeah.
Just in the title.
Yeah.
Grovel, cower, and beg. That's kind of not in her personality traits.
No.
But it is a feature that she could use if she gets in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, it would give her allies advantage on attack rolls until the end of her next turn.
Because you're distracting all the enemies with your groveling.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, that's not Nala's style.
No.
And you can only use it once per long or short rest anyway, so yeah.
Okay.
And then also from her race, she has sunlight sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes pack tactics really important as well because she's also going to have a disadvantage on her attack rolls while she's in direct sunlight. But you can't get double disadvantage, so...
Yeah.
To me, she's got a great sword. If she's fighting outside, she would have had disadvantage anyway with a regular weapon. So what do I care if I give her a sword that's 2 times her size?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus it's awesome.
Yeah. So if you're curious about her background, she's a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
So the feature she gets from that is criminal contacts.
Yep.
Which will come into play maybe later. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
And her class is barbarian.
Interesting. So you took a Kobold, which has a -2 to strength, and you decided to go barbarian.
Right. Because I'm crazy.
Perfect. This little tiny weakling Kobold that's 2 feet high with a 5-foot greatsword barbarian with no strength.
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, in my original campaign where I played Nala originally,
Yes.
she gained a magic item which made it make sense.
Yes.
Which were some gauntlets of ogre power.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter that her strength was 6 because then all of a sudden she had a strength of 19.
Yep.
So as long as I don't end up in an anti-magic field, I should be okay.
That will never happen. And we decided that for the campaign, instead of starting at level 1, Nala is going to start at level 5. And the reason for that is because Dungeons & Dragons is kind of set up in a 4-tier system. And the first tier of character levels, which is level 1 through 4, is really like, let's learn how to play the game.
Right.
And let's learn how this particular class works. Which is awesome if you're new to the game or new to the class, but we're not. Characters start to get really interesting and have a lot of options once you kind of hit that second tier, that level 5.
Mm-hmm.
So this way, we don't have to have a bunch of little tiny battles, really low-level characters, not very interesting stuff where there's not a lot of options. It's just roll, kill, move on. Like, we don't have to do that, which isn't that interesting. We get to jump right into interesting RPG stuff.
It's true. But having said that, also, we're not going to be doing her leveling up based on experience points.
Correct.
We're going to be more doing, I can't remember what the...
Milestone.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're doing that.
Yeah.
So each time she reaches a milestone, maybe we'll do another little video to catch you up on, like, what I spent my stuff on.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Yep.
yeah. She's level 5. And she's a totem warrior barbarian.
Nice.
And the first one I took was bear.
Cool. Which means you're a kobold with...
Little bear ears.
Awesome.
So you might have noticed in episode 1, I think it is, that she used something called Dragon Fear, which is a feat that she could take at level 4, but technically I really couldn't take it because it's a feat for Dragonborns, but we're doing more of like a homebrew.
Oh, yeah.
So Justin let me have that to give her kind of some more character flavor.
Yeah. And although we're not going to get into the background of why that is, it made complete sense why Nala would have that.
Yes, and this character has a huge backstory, which I'm not going to discuss right now. It's going to unfold over time, like it'll be revealed. Because really, this character doesn't know anything about her backstory.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Technically, I don't know it. I'm going to discover it.
Yeah. Which is hopefully going to be one of the things that makes Tactpactics really interesting, because I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of player characters and all of their backstories. I just get to focus on your story and your story alone.
Right.
And then whatever story I'm whipping up around it.
Right, and then how it evolves.
Yeah.
Because, her backstory is pretty complicated.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But I'm just also going to tell you a couple of her personality traits so that you'll know sometimes why I roleplay her the way she why I do.
Yep.
One of my favorite ones is that she blows up at the slightest insult.
Nice. Even
if it's implied or perceived. Okay. So if people even aren't insulting her, but she thinks it, she's going to have a hissy fit.
Okay.
And then her flaw, I love her flaw.
What's her flaw?
It's an original one right in the player's handbook.
Nice.
If there's a plan, I'll forget it. And if I don't, I'll just ignore it.
Yep.
So those are my 2 favorite personality traits for Nala, and it really makes her incredibly fun to play.
Yeah.
And I really hope that comes across in us playing it, because I have so much joy playing this character that I feel I need to share it with the world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the times when you were playing Nala as an Adventures League character, all the other players, it would bring that out because they would come up with an elaborate plan and you would just...
Oh, yeah, she totally Leroy Jenkins did, because that's her name, Nala Jenkins.
Yeah.
And I took it totally from that meme, from that video game.
Yeah, totally.
Just look up Leroy Jenkins if you haven't seen it before, and watch it, because it's one of my favorite things in the world.
So now that it's just you and me, I am going to have to NPC that.
Yes.
NPCs who want to plan and then watch it fall apart.
Right.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
So I'm pretty sure that's basically everything we needed to say about Nala, except I do want to just make one more comment about her hit points. We just do the standard one in the book. So at the first, she started off with 12 plus her constitution modifier, which was 3. And then every time she levels up, she gets what?
The average in the bracket.
So that's 7 plus 3. So every time she levels up, she's going to get 10 hit points.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a hit point beast. Tank.
So I just wanted you guys to know around about where her hit points were, because when I watch streams on D&D, I really always want to know that.
Yeah.
I think that's basically all I wanted to say about Nala. And if you have any questions or comments about Nala or anything like that, you can just leave them in the comments below, and we'll answer them the best we can. Because, if we don't know the answer, we'll try to find it. And if we know it, we'll just type it right in.
There we go.
I think that's it.
That's all.
So we're going to see you in the next video.
Yep. Laters.